Warning: the following video contains strong language, which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Thank you for your attention. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. So, yes. Yeah. Right. Do you know, wait a minute, I just forgot. Right. Oops. There you go. No, wait. What the? I'm an idiot. Right. Okay. Figured that one out. So, anyway, guys, how is everybody? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, last night was a very eventful night, wasn't it? But it's something I want to read out to you guys before we start. Yeah. Very interesting to say the least. I wrote something last night, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to post it. Let me see if I can find it. Let me refine it. I made a post yesterday because I just had enough. So I'm going to read it out to you. Because obviously there's people who either can't read or don't know how to read. So, out of respect, I'm going to do them a favor and I'm going to read it out to you. If the music's too loud, let me know. Shouldn't be too loud. Anyway. Excuse me. Oh, actually, do you guys want me to read it out? Do you? Something else. Yeah. God, I just woke up this is for the second time this morning. It's 7:30 in the morning. Good morning, everybody. It's probably 5 hours, 3:30 in the morning in the United States. And it's probably Wednesday over in Australia. So, greetings and salutations to everybody. Now, I find it absolutely, it's like I can either see the future or I can call, I don't know what's going on, but I seem to call it every time. I seem to call it every time. I called it on brute. I've called it. Oh God. Now, I'm not going to brag it. Yes, good point. Well presented. Yes. Copy. Yes, because not. You think that someone. Where am I? Where am I? Please hold. Your call is important to me. I've called it. Oh God. Now, I'm not going to. I knew there was something I forgot. Guys, please go and share, go and support. Go and support Eric. Most important thing in it. Mystic Sky, good morning. Anyway, good morning, Ozzy, Gail, Sienna, Mary, Vicky, and everyone else. Now, here's a couple of things. I'm going to read this out to you, and you tell me how close I got to the truth. Think about it. You're here reading, commenting, and responding without a thought in the world. It's like people with tinfoil hats who just woke up or decided to leave school and never go back. Here's a simple but to the point question: how many back and forth? How much back and forth with completely uneducated response will it take to determine that no matter what you or say or do, it will not affect the outcome? Now, Doodle Boy, that's his new nickname, by the way. This boy is now known as Doodle Boy or Doodlebug. Right? The Crampon Swamp Lizard, the Biscuit Boy, and let's not forget Mr. Sensitive himself, Jabba the Hoot, all on one thing: the grift, the big green bundle of joy. Now, we all know memberships and super chats can't be accepted unless in the comment it states it's for a donation or an item. And we all know that even Bubble Butt is grifting now too. I mean, some great PR there, people, great PR there, people. But seriously, anyone else who is not directly involved in the court cases or federal case, why get so emotionally involved? An opinion is one thing, but some of you are on borderline, unhealthy investment to say the least. Now, this may come as a shock to some, but wait. Anywho, like I was saying, it may be a shock for some of you, but here is the thing. It's easy to follow the trail of truth and evidence. It is easy to name and the main players not good at the game. From the day Doodlebug invited himself into the chase, chasing that shiny ambulance. This whole case has been about the following things: PR, clout, money, more clout. Oh yeah, and yet more money and clout. Mentioned clout before? Yeah, right. And one group has, to this day, not shown one shred of evidence to back up their story, besides the cheap fence, some banners. Well, there you go. And the lawyer, who is so unprofessional, you would rather have a convict represent you in court. At least you get an educated guess on how long your jail sentence is going to be, as they self-teach, self-learn law in jail. This is where Dung Heap Doodlebug will be in his element and will get the PR he seeks. So let me leave you with this closing comment and somewhat relaxed thought. When all this is over and done with, what are you going to do to keep up the same level you're at now? Clout, money, and fame. Not only just the only things about being on any platform. So you all need to take a step out of the box and come to terms with the fact that you will be the one with the interest and reputation. So it's worth. Is it worth it in this group? Is it? Have a great and faithful day. Oh, yeah. Doodlebug Deuceborg. See you in federal court. Does this look good to you? Yeah. So how do you think that's going to go? Yeah. And the fact that Like, it's like them two have thrown each other on the bus. Either they're not communicating, or then they just don't give a crap, right? This whole shebang with the trespass, that's going to go out the window. So they may as well just give up. Okay, they may as well. You go to bed. By the way, can you hear the music? And just for the record, it is copyright-free music. Good. Well, the thing is, I thought I'd put a little bit of relaxing music on this morning because obviously, you people, you guys, all of you have had a really stressful evening. You've had all the drama with, Doodlebug and, all the crampons and everything else. And then obviously, President Trump removing the United States from the UN Human Rights Council. So you know what that means then now, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, the guy's got a good business head on his shoulders, but yeah, have a guess what that means. That means carte blanche, people, carte blanche. But about the thing, I mean, hey, I'm gonna just drink my coffee, and I hope you guys can hear me. I hope you can hear me okay. Yeah, so all that's happened. And before I forget, I left a little screenshot with that message I left for people. Yeah, it's from the federal RICO statute. Go figure. Chapter 896 and sections 914 and 914.22 and 914.23. Go and check it out. You may find it interesting. Yeah. Ooh. Yes, you may find it very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Actual fact, that interesting to a point where you're like going, oh. Yes, I sound good. Good. Yeah. Of course I sound good. I'll be honest with you. I mean, like, the funeral 2 weeks ago, a week ago or so, that took it out of me. I'll be honest, that took it out of me. And then obviously dealing with idiots, that took it out. Well, they didn't take it out of me. Yeah. So you have to understand is that I'm a human being as well. I may be able to research quite well. I'm not trying to put you guys to sleep. I'm trying to ensure that everything is relaxed, that you are here, you relax, and you can chill out. That's the important thing. That's my goal. Every time you come here, you have fun, you have entertainment, you enjoy it. And if it's not me talking, you got my pretty. And in the future, hopefully, not hopefully, we're definitely going to have some interesting guests. That's for sure. So, yes. Oh, yeah. Autobots, roll out. Yeah, so I don't have to say that anymore because that's another thing. People like. Here's the thing: what I've learned. When you meet people online, you can very quickly, you find out who your friends are. Very quickly, who your friends are and who aren't. And one thing I've learned is that always trust. There's one thing I need to remember is always trust your guts. Always trust your gut feeling. If you don't feel that something's not right, then you know it's not right. Then that means your gut's telling you, to walk away. Eric, good morning. No, you won't. No, it's yeah. So yeah, if you ever have a situation where you're like going, yeah, because there's one thing I've come to the realization is like, I'm an investigator. I love researching stuff, but when I see people, how can I put this? When I see people, I mean, I'm on the game today. When I see people deliberately or provocatively trying to upset people or trying to destroy people's reputation because obviously they didn't get their way, that's where I draw the line. I've seen that happen a lot. Now, like I said the other day, when I turned around and said I've got this individual in my palm, yes, I do, but I'm not going to go on about that anymore because they are worthless. They are. I mean, unfortunately, it's probably something I'd drag in underneath my shoe. And last night I had a very interesting communication with someone, and I was very taken back by what was said. I turned around to this individual and I said to him, look, I'm not going to get involved in it anymore. I don't care. If I'm not involved, I don't give a shit. I really don't care. My responsibility is to make sure that anything I do discuss or anything I do talk about, I have the facts and I have the proof and the receipt, and I can show, right, what I'm talking about. That is the priority. That's the most important thing that anyone should have. Now, when I try to if I sat here and I tried to make myself out to be something that I'm not, and people can see the cracks in my armor, okay, it is very easy to figure out if I'm being honest or not. Now, over the last few months, I've deliberately with certain individuals in the background, I have deliberately gave them false information. And after 4 months or 3.5 months, going on 4 months, last night that information came back. Good morning, Al. How you doing? So basically, don't play games with me. I can wait. If it takes a day, an hour, a minute, a day, a year, whatever, I don't care. Right? It will always come back. And it did. And it's very interesting. But I'm not for negativity. I'm for positivity and creation and creating that little part in your mind where you see right and wrong. But the thing is, what people tell you or show you is what the two things. But when you step out of that box, you will be able to see things that other people don't. And this is what's important, right? This is the most important thing. One sec, I need to blow my nose. Let's talk about. Yeah, so anyway, so this individual was going on and on and on, and I turned around and I basically told this individual, and these were my exact words: fuck off, I don't care, I never have done, never will do. But one word of advice: don't poke an entity that you are unaware or not able to figure out. Because if you do, and you continue to do it, I can assure you I will not give any quarter. And my resolve will make you look like yeah. And that was it. The person was then blocked. and I moved on with my life. All this happened within 25 minutes, 26 minutes actually. So here's a word of advice. There are people out there who are narcissistic. There are people out there who are greedy. There are people out there who are vindictive. There are people out there who are childish, immature. Okay, there are people out there who are weak. Across the spectrum. But it's up to you if you want to align yourself with these individuals. If you want to take what you've created over God knows how many years, and people here young, some people are in their 60s, 70s, 80s, and it's up to you, or entirely up to you, if you want to throw away everything that you've created as an individual, because this is where your individualism goes out the window. Because it's when you come to me and you sit in my, say for example, let's use me as an example. You come and sit here in my stream, or you sit outside my stream, and you're talking shit outside my stream. If you came in here and talked shit, I would have more respect for you, because the thing is, when you come in here, well, thank you very much. When you come in here, at least you have a party you can have a conversation with, because sometimes what you think, okay, you may be wrong, but it takes other people to show you, well, actual fact, no, I think you misinterpretate that. I think you need to, no, that, and it's happened. It's happened with me a couple of times. Now, no one is perfect, and I'm not saying everyone is perfect, but you have to understand, everything that you stand for is being systematically changed. You could richly turn around and call it brainwashing. It's because when you sit in someone's stream every day, or you go and talk to someone every day, or whatever, right? You get used to them, you get to like them, and then suddenly, as soon as they stand up for themselves, or they fight back, or they defend themselves, regardless who it is, you've got two choices. You believe them, or you wait for proof. And here's the biggest issue. I can prove everything that's happened, everything that was said, everything that was being done, everything that I've been involved in, okay, since I outed fucking Doodle Boy for his stupidity and unprofessionalism, everything I've got receipts for, everything, screenshot from screenshot. But you, as an individual, right, have to learn one thing. You need to know when to move away. You need to know when to stop. Right now, there are approximately 22 people, right, in the Facebook groups and on YouTube channels who I would say have psychological issues. Who I would say are vindictive. I would say have narcissistic tendencies and are dangerous to be around, and a bad influence on anybody. However, at the end of the day, I can't judge anyone except one thing or one person, and that's myself. The only person I can judge is myself. And people need to start waking up. People need to start looking at this bigger picture. It's not about your personal feelings being hurt. It's not about your background. No one gives a crap about your medical history. No one cares how, whatever you've done in your background. What people should care about is what you're doing on that moment. That right then, right now. Okay? Because the thing is, over the last couple of years, humanity has changed to a point where it's becoming extremely dangerous. To a point where people are reacting purely on emotional reaction. instead of actually thinking about what they're doing. So watching everything and watching everyone last night, okay, I mean, there's a couple of people I get ghosted by because I've hurt their feelings, because I've said it as it is. I'm not scared of saying it as it is. And here, that's where people get upset. Not just because of the different cultural outlooks as well. Don't forget, there's a lot of Americans and British. Well, I'm Welsh, right? But technically I'm British, okay? You've got Australians. Now, if you take anyone who's not an American, right, it's like we are, how can I put it? We are evil incarnate, yeah? Let me make absolutely one thing. I have got more friends who are Americans than I've got Canadians or South Americans, whatever. But anyway, well, thank you very much, Mystic. However, here's the thing you have to remember. If you try to make out you're perfect, you will get questioned on it. And the moment you are questioned on it, right, you throw a wobbly. You throw your teddy out of the pram. And then you wonder why that I am so cold. And you wonder why I don't care. Because the thing is, the moment your emotions are involved, everything goes out the window. You can't think clearly, you don't think clearly, and you work off emotions. And working off emotions is not a good thing. And I've had that a few times. And this is what I say to those people who've decided to go upon their way, you know, and treat me like a leper. I will always welcome you back with open arms. I will always, if I ever see you in my stream again, you will not be treated any differently. But I tell you one thing, I bet you any money that can happen with other people. And this is what I'm trying to say. Stop being sheep. Stop being sheep. Okay, drink your coffee, relax, and just step out of that box. You can't walk around cocooned up for the rest of your life. People are going to say things that you're not going to like. Well, that's not their problem. That's your problem. Because if you don't like what they say, then that's a you issue, not theirs. Because this day and age, everyone worries about everyone else's problems except one person's problems. No one is willing to look in that mirror and deal with their own issues first before they deal with anyone else's. So here's a bit of a word of advice. And I've said this multiple times. Take a long, good look in the mirror before you decide or you even think about judging anyone else. Because that way your life will be happier. That way your life will be happier. You'll feel better. But at the same time, try not to neglect humanity. Hi, Digistorm. How you doing? Try not to neglect people. Now, YouTube is an outlet. For me, it's a stepping stone to pass on what I know. I mean, I haven't got there yet because obviously I'm waiting until I get to a certain point, and then I'm going to start obviously implementing different things. But at the moment, with this court case going on, I'm not willing to waste my time or put too much into it because of all the underhand tactics of some people. And that's why I'm not monetized. That's why I'm not, putting too much into this. Well, I am, because at the end of the day, I want to be on here. And when I'm on here, I want to communicate with you guys. But one thing I can tell you right now is that at some point, one day, when I do live streams, it'll probably might be members only. Because the thing is, then I can freely express myself without people sitting on. And yeah, I know I've already seen that other people they go members only so they can record or whatever and then pass it on. That is so childish. There's a reason why there's members only. So you basically can be yourself And people are so scared of missing something that they will get this members only. They'll sit there and then they record it and then they pass it on and then put but one, you don't realize that you just gave that person members only that you spent what, $10 or whatever. They don't care. They don't care. There's people on this platform that I've come across over the last couple of years. And I know quite a few people on this platform. I actually know a couple of really, really well-known people on this platform. And I can tell you right now, they don't give a crap. I like to insult a woman. Your problem is you like to insult a woman and run away. I haven't run away anyone. And if that's Suzanne, what's her freaking name? That's Suzanne whatever. Nana Cat, here's a word of advice. Okay, here's a word of advice. I want you to listen to the exact words I'm about to say. And I want you to listen very carefully. So I'm going to speak a little bit slower so that you will understand. Okay, now, please listen to what I've got to say. I will treat women and men exactly the same way, irregardless if you are young, old, big, small, fat, thin, white, black, I don't care. You will get treated exactly the same way. Now, if you are such an idiot and such a uneducated Karen to go on Facebook and post that you are offended because I say Americanese, which is satire and humor, and then you accuse me of making a post, anonymous post, and then I prove to you that I didn't, you know what you can do? You know what you can do? You can jog on. NanaCat62, okay, I know who you are, Kathy. So go away. Look, you don't. If you're going to come in here, all right, and you're going to try, all right, to start something. Let me say something to you. Right, this. Let me say something to you. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Oh, God, that felt good. Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone's got their coffee. Now you can come back. You can come back tomorrow. You can come back tomorrow. I thought I recognized that name before. NanaCat62. Right? You want to, and this is exactly what I mean. This is exactly, right? This is exactly what I mean. All right. First of all, you don't come into my stream or you don't come at me and dictate what I should do. That's one. Two, conduct yourself ladylike. You're not acting like a lady. You're actually acting like a tramp. But that's two. That's something. And three, trying to come and to cause drama this early in the morning. It's not. Oh, it's 8 o'clock now. Good morning, everybody. Right? No. Off your plot, go. Off your plot. Off you go. Now, this is the whole thing, right? You people out there who want to cause this drama, you want to cause this toxicity. I don't, like I said, what part of I don't give a rat's ass if you are male or female? What part of that? What part of that don't you get? Be warned. I don't care if you're male, female, alien, or you're running around with a strap on. I don't care. You will get treated exactly the same way. You bring it, I will give it. Simple as. It's a revolving door, ladies and gentlemen. When you talk to me, it's a revolving door. It's not one of these like push and open. It's a revolving door. And this is exactly my point. And this individual, okay, all right, belongs to a group of you know who, Mr. Baldman. Right now, I'm not saying that that person's involved, but that lady there, I mean, she went, "Oh, are you a sponsor?" I went, "Hi, how can I help?" Bang, 16 messages. What was it? 6 messages, not 16. 6 messages like that. Bang, 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 going on about your own personal issues. You don't pay me enough for me to sit there and listen to your ongoing issues. If you've got issues, go and seek a therapist. Go and talk to your GP or a doctor, who will then listen to what the problems you've got, either prescribe you medication or right pass you on to a therapist that may be able to help you with the individual issues you've got. But don't bring it to me. I mean, everything I have seen so far about all this, I am not interested in the drama or the toxicity or you guys playing little games. Oh, let's see if we can upset. Oh, let's do that. You know, I mean, I was laughing the whole time when this Susan Kaya McCoy or whatever her freaking name is was trying to accuse me of making a post that I didn't do. I was so hysterical at one point. I was literally choking because I couldn't stop laughing. It was hilarious. But this individual DM'd me, when was it? A few months ago? And then deleted the DMs. Okay. Not a problem. That doesn't bother me one bit. But here's one thing. I've mentioned you. I said hello, Missy Lady. But obviously you're not paying attention. It's a Scottish thing. I know it is. Right? You know, it's seriously, guys. You need to step out. You need to stop worrying about whatever people do. Let them make the mistakes. Let them fall on their face. Let them get slapped in the face with face palm. All right? Let them walk around with yogurt stains on their tops. It's not your problem. It is not your problem. Stop involving yourselves in problems that have nothing to do with you. Then your emotions, then your feelings won't get hurt when someone says mind your own business. And looking at the Facebook group, I mean, I mean, I'm only in 2 Facebook groups, and it's like day and night. You could, I mean, there's one group, TubeTab, the most hospitable, the most respectful, the most nicest people. I mean, okay, people have got their opinion, but it's so nice in there because if you do have an opinion, they will allow you to say your opinion, and then they will, you know, hey, you can't start me. I'm Welsh, so I'm a sheep anyway, right? And this is the thing. This hate group, it's all about. It's a platform for people who've got no out. They've got nowhere to vent. So they go in there and they talk crap. And then when you call them on it, it's like, oh, fucking, oh, no, you can't do that. Oh, you're a hater. Oh, you're a bully. Oh, you do this. You know, people put, oh, God. You know, people put out, I mean, you know, you got people accusing, it's very easy for people to go, oh, you're picking on me. Oh, you're bullying me. Oh, you're harassing me. Oh, you're threatening me. Oh, you're calling me names. Oh, you're doing this, you're doing that. Grow the fuck up, will you? Just grow up. Please grow up. Just grow up. Turn the computer off. Go out. Get some air. Go and make some real friends. Go and talk to someone. And then I got some old, and I'm sorry I'm going to say it, some old trollop coming in here trying to dictate to me, trying to talk to me. Who the hell do you think you are, Karen? I mean, seriously, Karen. Come on, Karen. You don't have to do that, Karen. Come into my stream and try to dictate to me that I talk to. What did you say again? Let's have a look at that. Where's that comment? Where's that frickin' comment? Well, you advanced to college senior level. Oh, well done. Congratulations on that. Where's that frickin' comment you put in there? I like to, wait a minute. Your problem is you like to insult a woman and run away. I don't run away from anybody and I don't insult. If I think you're a trollop and a stupid cow, then I'm going to call you a trollop and a stupid cow. It's called freedom of speech, freedom of expression. If you're getting on my tits, I'm going to tell you you're getting on my tits. Yeah. And then I responded to your post on Facebook. You did? You did? Boo-hoo-hoo, you did? Like, I care? Wait a minute, do I care? Let me check. Yeah, no, I still don't care. No, sorry. Oh, God. You see what I mean about this paying too much attention to, it's like, yes, I get it. Facebook is like, no, it's like, it's like, oh my God. You know, it's the last thing. I need to make it. I've got 1% on my phone. Oh my God, am I gonna get there? Oh, there's a plug socket. Plug the charger. Bing! Your phone has been charged. Please stand by. You now have 2% charging. Seriously, come on. I mean, like, really? Do you need someone to stand by you and say, you now have 5% battery power. Please stand by. I mean, God, I do you know what? I think after all these court cases are done, right? I think I am going to go for a cleanse. I think I'm going to go into the Alps and have someone shove something up my backside so I can get cleansed and come back as a new human being and refreshed. I love you, sport. You speak Aussie. Wait, what? G'day, sport. What's your favourite colour, blue? Put another shrimp on the barbie. What's your prison number, mate? Does it finish with 111 or 666? I mean, seriously, come on. Yeah, I responded to your, like, oh, I'm going to drop everything and go and see what she said or what she put on my. No. Right, let me ask you a question. Hi, host. Hi, senior. Hi. Has anyone ever seen my responses to some post? Well, I make a post and someone will comment and then they'll talk shit and then everything like that. You know, and then like after a while, it's like I just appear and make some sarcastic remark or sarcastic comment. And I went, oh, we still doing this, are we? Okay. Of course I can say that, man. Good morning, and let's have a coffee, ladies and gentlemen. So, if you haven't got one, go and get one, just like I'm about to do now. So enjoy the tune. You see, the biggest issue is, right, the biggest issue is, you see what I mean? Right? It's like, I mean, I don't really want to say it, but it's like people think that I belong to them entirely. So what they say goes. No. I've even cut down, I mean, put it this way, out of respect for everyone who comes to my stream, I've tried to cut down the swearing. I know I swear. I have sworn all my life. And I mean, if I went to the doctors and said, do I have Tourette's? They'd probably say, well, you're on the brink, you're on the borderline, because I do swear. And I don't care if it offends you or not. This is the biggest issue that everyone has. You all take offense by something else that someone else is doing, but you never take a look at yourself. You're always judging. You always think you're right, but no, you're not. Because I only answer to one person, and that person I'll be meeting one day when I kick the bucket. When it's my time to go, and trust me, it's going to be a while, right? I have to answer to one person because I can't go to hell, like some people have said. Go to hell! No, I can't. Why not? Because I've got an injunction. I've got a restraining order on me from the Satan. I can't go anywhere near him. So yeah, that's me not going to hell. So if you're going to come or you're going to judge me, then judge me on my actions. Judge me on my actions. But before you judge me, judge yourself. Oh, I don't care, Mussy Lady. It's not about my stream. It's about what I've noticed over the last few months. People are getting so emotionally involved in everything that they're forgetting who they are. That's the problem. Does that make sense? They are people are trying to do the grift, trying to convince people to. I mean, if you're going to con me, if people, this is in general, if people are going to try and con me, you have to wake up very early in the morning for me to not figure that out. Because the minute you open your mouth, I am analyzing you already. Every single person I have met through all this, the moment I met you was the moment I started going, right, I'm watching you now. I watch everybody. It's not that I'm paranoid. I'm just making sure that I don't make mistakes by, I don't judge people the wrong way. But at the same time, it's a habit. It's a long habit that I've had for years. And that's due to work. And it's just a routine. It's just a habit. And like I said, I've caught a lot of people out. Who am I? Where am I? I'll tell you what, Digistorm, you are Digistorm, and you are at home. Listen to yourself with a Doberman. Actual fact, swearing releases a lot of toxins out. You swear. I mean, you don't like people when people swear, if you watch them, you cover your ass every time. I always cover my ass. It's called clothing, Mussy Lady. I always cover my ass. I put my boxer shorts on, or my shreddies on, and then I put my trousers on. Right now, I'm sitting in boxer shorts and a t-shirt with the window open, and boy, is it cold. But cold is good for you. That's why sometimes it's good to have a cold shower. Yeah, Dobie's rule, yeah. There you're sitting there now going, how the fuck did he know I had a Doberman? Well, easy. And that's another thing. I see people explaining themselves once in a while. You don't have to do that. Why explain yourself to other people? I mean, like, yeah, okay, I've done it. I've done it a few times because I needed to. Because sometimes you talk with people and you know that their mental capacity is unable to accept what you've got to say, so you have to bring it down to their level. And I've had to do that multiple times. I'm not here, but I had to do it multiple times. And sometimes I even have to take a step back and just bite my tongue, because at the end of the day, I know if I don't, and that's the biggest problem. And on that note, I'm going to go get my coffee. Excuse me. A while back, I got asked, do you think you're better than everyone? And I was like, in some aspects, yes. It's just like a fighter pilot is better than someone else. Or it's like a martial artist is better than some other people. There's certain aspects in your personality, in your life, that you are better than everyone else. you know. Oh, you check. You're not from Prague, are you? But anyway, so there you go. So people, you need to, I mean, at the end of the day, you need to step back. You need to stop getting them, stop playing your emotions, stop going on about, oh, how your back hurts or how this and how that. People don't care. They'll go, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that. But they don't care. You're not going to get the support and sympathy online. And it's one of the most unhealthiest places to try and do that. Because this is where people will then take advantage of you. And that is what I'm also noticing. And that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. You need to stop opening yourself up to these idiots. You need to stop telling people. I mean, there's a couple of people I know privately here since I've been indulging you with my presence. Right, I've met some people who I would bend over backwards. I've got a lot of respect for them. I've got a lot of time for them, and some people have their own platforms, like Madam Mayor, Brett, Travis, and his partner. Keep on forgetting their name. Right, are just two platforms who I would bend over backwards for. It's not just because, you know, of who they are. It's because of what they are. And the thing is, this is what you have to understand is what they are genuinely nice people who have just been dragged into something that when it's part of your daily life, there's not much you can do. But one thing, if you notice, is that when like Madam Mayor, Therese and Brett have moved away from that. And they have, when they were at Otter Creek, and now it's like looking at two different people. It's like there was two different couples. You could tell the stress and the pressure on them. And then when they moved, look at them. They look refreshed. They look healthy. They look happy. Yeah. And that's good. That's good. And that's important as well. You know. And I can tell you one thing I for sure. When all this court case and everything else is over, a lot of people are gonna struggle. A lot of people are gonna struggle. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I've sort of pulled myself away from everything, from the court case, because I know that the two court, the thumbnail one and the trespass one, they're frivolous anyway, right? It's just they've just become very messy. That's all. The federal court case now, that's the one I'm interested in, and all these motions that have gone in. I mean, like Bruce. Right, should know by now that he's lost this case. All they're doing they're literally hanging on by their fingernails. And the fact that like most of the conversations about the court case or about, you know, the crampons or about, you know, Jabba the Hutt or Biscuit Boy and that, what I find quite interesting is that what about his clients? But we've already noticed that the clients are usually in their stream, you know, coming out with sub story after sub story after excuse after excuse. I mean, what's next? I mean, like, you know, I don't know if anyone has watched the diary, Rattis's diary, but I watched the other one, and I tell you one thing, right? Everything I've seen about Lynette Preston in regards to her disabilities and everything else, I think that the health organization or health inspectors, they need to do another evaluation, because if she's got discs or anything problem with her back, how come she can run and move around like that and walk like that unless she's absolutely out of her eyes on rugs? Yeah, there is no problem with her walking, because anyone with a back problem will struggle to walk daily, no matter what. And then she's got all that food. And the thing is, right, if they're buying takeouts, what, you got nowhere to cook? Oh, wait a minute, you haven't, do you? Do you know when I get upset, or I've never lost my temper ever for a while, for many years, because when I do lose my temper, trust me, you don't want to even be in the same vicinity, let alone same room. And that's not me just saying that. Trust me. But when I get assertive and when I get real, right, I've got people go, "Oh, you're all right." If there's something wrong with someone, don't go up to them and go, "Are you all right?" Just wait until they, just sit there. And if they look at you, go, "I'll wait until you're done, and then you can tell me what's going on." I don't go, "Are you all right? How you feeling?" Because that's a trigger. So what you do, you just wait. I mean, I've had it with guys, who used to work for me. They're like in a bad mood or they're having a bad day. And I've gone. They've looked at me and I've gone, "Talk to me when you're ready." And I just walked off. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to drop them. I don't want to deck them. And I don't want to get in, So I would just wait until people have done what they needed to say or need to do. And then when they're ready, they'll come to you. Simple. Never go up to someone and say, if they stare and they're quiet and they're upset, that's different. Because then you have the reasons to go over and say, "Hey, are you okay?" You don't do it when they're bouncing and off the walls and rah, 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 rah. All right. Best thing to do is just go see me when you're done. You know where I am. And then just go and do it. Go upon your business. All right. Just go upon your business. Because at the end of the day, all you're going to do is trigger. All right. People sometimes need to vent. If they do it around people, that's one thing. If they do it in front of people, there's another thing. But if they do it, or if they come in and you go, "Oh God, I really lost it this morning," right? And you don't go, "Oh, did you? What happened?" No, you just listen. Because they'll go, "Oh, I lost it this morning. That fucking neighbor did it." Because what they'll do, they'll tell you they've lost it, and then they will explain why. And then after that, they'll just, that's it. If they want to have a conversation, they go, if they want to have like an in-depth conversation, they'll turn around. "So, do you think I was out of order? Do you think I was right?" 99% of the time, if someone turns around to me and after they've had an outburst or something like that, and they ask me, "Was that right?" And I'll go, "No." And if they go, "Oh, wait, what?" And I went, "No." "Why not?" He said, "Because you did it in front of people." So if it was genuinely pissed you off, you wouldn't have done it in front of people. If you are that pissed off, deal with it. And then if you can't deal with it, that's when you ask for help. And that's why people sit down and you listen. You don't give them, you just listen. Listen to what they've got to say. And listen to what they're saying, not how they're saying it. Because the how, you already know. What's important is what they're saying. Because there'll be something in what they're saying that they won't realize they're saying, but you'll go, "Shit." And that's the thing that people don't catch. So if you're not having a good day or whatever, right? Don't take it out with you. Don't take it to work with you. If you're having a bad day, put it to one side. Deal with it as and when. Right? We all have bad days. It's not anyone else's fault except yours. If you then let it rip, and boy, do people do it. People are. I have seen so many people, lose their shit because someone said something. Like Nana came in, said something. I didn't lose my shit. I just went, okay, here's an explanation. This is what I done. That's what was said. This is what happened. Bang. Oh, yeah, want to carry on? Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Come back tomorrow. And I've wrote off to YouTube, and I've asked them. So when are they bringing in the ban button? I've received an email back, by the way, but I'm not going to discuss that one. It is what it is. Here's one thing about me. I'm not afraid of confrontation in any shape or form, physical, verbal, or any other. I have already come to terms with my how can I put it? I forgot the word now. What's the word for it? Oh my God. I've come to terms with my oh come on. Oh yeah, there you go. Found it. Got it. No, I've come to terms with my fate. I've already sat down with my maker and I've accepted my fate many years ago. That's part and parcel of being a warrior. You accept your fate, knowing that one day it may happen. So there's no big ifs about that. Yeah, and there's nothing on this planet that, no longer anyway. There's nothing on this planet that scares or I am fearful of. That's why I want to help people. That's why I want to support people. That's why I want to, try to help people understand that, maybe try it this way, or maybe try it that way. I don't care if you like me or not. I don't care if you hate me, because it takes a lot of energy to hate someone. People hate me. Do you know what? If people hate me so much, they even forget about why they forget that shit. They just forget. They sit there and go, "Why do I hate this guy?" It takes so much. It takes so much energy to hate someone, and then when you forget why you hate him, it just proves my point. It takes more muscle to frown than it does to smile. Philosophy. Can you imagine philosophy? Can you imagine what it would have been like if that in that 18... what it would have been like in the past if people use common sense and use philosophy and communicate instead of just, your life would be totally different. I mean, let's look at it this way. If in the First World War, Canada and the British Empire and America wouldn't have sent troops to the front line on the First World War or the Second World War or Korea, what if Oppenheimer hadn't have invented the nuclear, the atom bomb? What would have happened? Would America be speaking Japanese now, or Canadian, or Mexican? Would France, Italy, and all the European countries and part of Poland and the UK be, saying "Guten Morgen, wie geht's dir?" instead of saying "Good morning, how are you?" I mean, it shows you that the evolution of mankind, it does happen. I mean, there hasn't been a lot of evidence for that because humanity is still stupid. People still whine and complain, and every time if people want something for free, they try to con you out of whatever, and then and then 5 seconds later they stab you in the back. That's not friendship. So this is why always look in the mirror. Always take a look in the mirror. You don't like it, tough. You don't have to like it. And one thing I like, right? I have been talking for not an hour, and 2 people have unsubscribed. Good. Keep doing it. Keep going. The less negativity I have around me, the better. Because one thing I don't want negativity around me. That is what I like. Because I don't really have to worry about that. Because when it comes to after this court case, a lot of people are going to experience something. And I'm not, because I've already planned it. I've already prepped myself. There's the poor, I just find it. I'm just amazed. I am just amazed how emotional people can get in general. So yeah. And I think I'm gonna do a couple of changes. I'm gonna I'm gonna change a couple of things because I need to start thinking about protecting people coming in the stream. So I'm probably going to set the stream up to that you have to wait 10 minutes before you can come in. So if you really want to be part of this community, then yeah, you have to sit out there for 10 minutes. So if you're subscribed now, well done. No more. I'm not playing around anymore. Well, I'm off. My next door idiot just let her dog take a poo. Marlene, I would just pick it up and throw it in their garden. Simple. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. Hope you brought your coffee with you. Well, Gail, I think 10 minutes is not enough, but, at the end of the day, if it was up to me, I don't know. Someone suggested, I really don't know if I should or not. But they said, why don't you just do, when you go live, why don't you just do it members only? And I'm like going, because that wouldn't be fair on people who don't have the financial ability to do membership. That wouldn't be fair. And it's not about the money. It's about the interaction with people. Oh yeah, good point. Why do I have to think about everything? It's true though, isn't it? It's true though. Yeah, I've come to a point now where I don't really care. There's a lot of people out there who are hypocrites. It's... Yeah. Yeah, Vicky. Oh, wait a minute. I need to blow my nose. Here's the thing, Vicky and Digital. You don't need to explain yourself to anybody. People don't like what you say. This is what makes me laugh. People don't like what you say. Well, here's a good idea. Don't open your stupid mouth in the first place. Then, if you don't want to hear the truth, don't open your mouth. If you know that you're going to get both barrels, or you're going to get told to go and do one, don't open your mouth. Simple. I mean, if you're richly going to walk into a lion's den or into a lion's cage and try to slap the lion across the nose because the lion roared, of course you're going to have your ass handed to you in multiple bits. It's common sense. It's 1 + 1 is 2. Yeah, 10 minutes is a long time to sit there and, by the time you come in and go, I've got something to say to you, but I can't remember right now because I had to sit out there in the cold for 10 minutes and had to wait. So once I remember, I'll come back. And I've had that. I've had people come in, do what they needed to do, unsub and go back out. And I know that for a fact. And I find that childish. I find, look, if I left the doors open, we would have all the riffraff in here. I like to control my riffraff, don't I, Lisa? Oh shit. And the best. Oh, excuse me. Here's the best one. Someone said, "Oh, why do you worry about that? Why do you do this? Why do you keep on talking about it? Why do you say that?" And I said, because I want to talk about it because it's hilarious. People think they can emotionally blackmail you by doing what they're doing, but they don't realize me talking about a topic. That's what it is. It's a topic. It's a topic of conversation. It's like Lisa turning around saying, "Oh, I just walked out and noticed I forgot to put my shoes on." And Lisa's probably walking down the shops right now going, "Oh, I forgot to put my shoes on." Life is way too hard as it is. I mean, considering that, here's another thing. Considering that, your new president has removed you from the human rights and everything else. Oh dear. You know what that means then, don't you? International law changes for the Americans when it comes to Europe. Oh dear. Oh dear. Politically, yeah. Well, I'm not going to get involved in that. But when I heard that this morning, I watched the news this morning. I was like, oh, and he's poking Iran as well. Oh, good. This is going to go fun. But not a word about Russia or about Ukraine. Not to worry. And the fact that he's telling Iran that they can't have nuclear weapons, who the hell does he think he is to try and stop that? You're richly goating. You're richly holding a carrot in front of a donkey that hasn't fed for 2 months. You are going to, yeah. Looking for new places to live. This country has gone to shit. Come to the UK. You get free housing, free money, free mobile phones, free car, free house, everything. Wait a minute. That's wait a minute. What's that for? That's for Someone asked me the other night. So, what do you think about the riots? I went, what one? He went, wait, what? I said, what riots? He went, oh, the ones read lately. I went, those weren't riots. Those weren't riots. That was like a little bit of steam coming out of the hot pot. Oh, what do you mean? I said, a little bit of steam coming out of the hot pot. That's how tense it is in the UK right now. And then obviously we had the unfortunate unaliving of those 3 poor little girls in that Taylor Swift dance school, you know. But the moment you say something, you're either a racist or a bigot, or I don't know. There's always a word that's involved in a sentence which ends with ism. You can't win. You just can't win. Oh, Gail, if you think that's bothered you, yeah, enjoy, because that's a bad thing. Because against human rights, that means, right? That means you'll find out. You'll find out. Under the Article 10 of Human Rights Act, yeah, okay, the Human Rights Act, it basically puts an umbrella over every human being that they have rights, yeah. But the minute you leave that bill and you sign off it and you get rid of it, right, that means they can't hold you responsible. They can put sanctions on you, whatever, but you're no longer held. Yeah. So, yeah, enjoy. Give it a couple of months and you watch ICE and you watch immigration, you watch all these different police forces or departments or the different systems. You watch things change now. We, UK, would need Americanisms, right? Yeah, right. We as the UK, we need to leave, need to remove ourselves from that, right? So our government and the people then have a right, because at the moment we're being governed by 2 governments. That's the British government and also then the European government. And if you remove yourself from that, right, then we can actually then vote and then we'll probably might get someone like Winston Churchill, who was the Prime Minister for quite a long time over the war. I mean, twice they were going to remove him, but they couldn't. The thing is, because he was doing so well and he was keeping people's motivation and spirits high, they left him in there. Otherwise, they would have got rid of him because of his big boo-boo. When he was a Navy ambassador, because he made a big boo-boo there. But there's a lot of people around the interwebs that are saying, World War III is going to start. Well, I doubt very much we're going to be around when that happens. That I can assure you of. I doubt that very much. Which is, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, so. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up, guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. So what do you think of my new thumbnail that I've used for? Someone has to clean up the mess that has occurred here. Is it really bad? I mean, the thing is, you actually had riots going on. Hi, Victoria. Good morning. I mean, you had riots over there, for crying out loud. And I tell you one thing. Big difference between all these spoilt little brats, walking around being entitled, and then you've got Mexicans going around and richly. Their demonstration was a party. It was a party, and I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was brilliant. Now, I don't know if they were being sarcastic towards, people who came into the country illegally, or I don't know, but I just thought that, they're all having a party. But there were a couple of things that I saw that were a little bit, no, you shouldn't do that. If you're gonna demonstrate, what do you think the most important thing is about demonstration? A demonstration is to put your voice, have your voice heard in the most respectful and peaceful way possible, right? That you don't agree with something. Okay, that's what a demonstration. Now, what do you think has more impact? What, the toddler spawn? What, the little icon that I've used? I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah. Do you know that the loudest demonstration, I mean, I'm talking about demonstrations where you can get your voice across and you won't even believe how powerful it can be, is when you sit there or you stand there and you don't say a word. Because when you make a noise, when you are shouting, or when you are, we are the people and all that stuff, right? People are going to go, yeah, whatever. You can tell by the tone of the voice how the demonstration is going. But when you've got, say, 100 or 50 or 30,000 people, and they just stand there and they don't say a word, that has more impact than a nuclear bomb. Because that's where everyone will go, oh, yeah, we have a problem. Because a silent demonstration is unpredictable. And trust me, I've been witness to one, and it was scary. It was scary. Everyone was just chatting amongst each other. Everything was quiet. The interaction between the police and the demonstrators was absolutely phenomenal. There was no hate. There was communication. You had stewards who were, going in between. You had leaders of the demonstrators, and they were you'd have a wall of demonstrators, then nothing. Then you'd have a group of people, which will be like the stewards and the organizers of the demonstrations and everything. And then you'd have a couple of very high-ranking police officers, a couple of other police officers, and then about 10, 15 foot behind that, you'd have a wall of police. And it was like watching the political signing of some document, like somewhere in a DMZ. That's how impactful it was. And standing there, and you're like going, whew. And no one raised their voice. Everyone listened to each other. It was brilliant. That is a demonstration when there's not a word. And then you have a group of people who will communicate. You'll have the liaison officers. Each police, like here in the UK, like if there's any demonstrations, you will also have liaison officers. And they are they are responsible for one thing: communicate with the public. They have to stay non-biased. They have to speak for the public and speak for the police. So basically, they will try to be as non-biased as possible. As simple as. On that note, I need to go and get myself a Dr. Pepper. Yeah, so, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, when was it? There was, in a turn of the 19th century, there was a, I don't think it was women's voting or women's rights, but there was a demonstration in the States. Oh, I can't remember when it was. We actually learned about this in school. I don't know. You don't quote me on this, but there was a demonstration, and there was a handful of people standing outside. I think it was a government office or something like that, and they had their flyers, their little placards and stuff like that, and then they would stand there for 5, 6, 8 hours, God knows how long, and then other people turn up, swap with them, and they would go home, have a rest, and so they had people outside there, snow, sleet, rain, sun, you name it, day in, day out, 24 hours a day. Till one person from that office came down and said, "Why are you here?" And then, I don't know if it was a female or a male, but they turned around and said, "Can't you read?" And it was on the placard. I'm going to see if I can find that, because it was a, I don't know if it was, I think it was it for something to do with alcohol or I don't know, but it was a silent demonstration, and all they did there. Todd. Now, all they did was stand there with placards. They didn't say a word. They didn't get in people's way. People could walk past, and they just stood there, day in, day out. And look at the mentality today with people. You say boo to a goose, and they're like, you're rude to ladies, you're rude to women, you're rude to men. No, I'm rude to everybody. I'm an equal opportunist rude person. I am rude to everyone. Everyone gets the same equal rights. Unless you're an arsehole, and then I give you a bit of extra. For free, of course. No charge. On the house. Oh, yeah. Oh, what's this? What's this receipt? What's this? What is this receipt? What's this receipt? What is this receipt? It doesn't have my name on the card because I used Michelle's card. Well, here's the problem. Why does it have your token number going all the way outside the black box? And also, okay, here's another mistake you've done. Right? I think you need to go back to that wherever you got and that receipt, because that's the first time I've seen a receipt that allows a token number to be fully seen on a receipt. And also the prices, whatever you played, okay, are outside that black box, so that's fake. Yeah. Wait a minute. Well, I can. Wait a minute. Well, I can tell you. I see a. Let me have a look. Ooh. Oh, they're selling. Oh, I like that. How much is that for? How much is that for? Recovery Land Rover. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad. I'm looking at vehicles for sale, so I'm sorry. How are you? I'm Verica. Hi, good morning. I'm doing well. Are you leaving Digistorm? Lots of love. Big hugs. Yeah, go and go and get some hours. Go and get some rest. Have a little snug. Go and snuggle up with the dogs, and have a nice, relaxing afternoon or morning. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, so make sure you got your coffee and you're having your breakfast. A good breakfast a day keeps the weird people away. Actually, no, that's a smile a day keeps the weird people away. Yes. Anyway, who cares? Right. So, I don't know. I don't understand people. I really don't understand. I probably will never understand why people are so emotional. I really don't. You know, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you know what made me laugh? Chris, hi, Chris Sagoda. How you doing? Do you know what made me laugh was the fact that John John Cook phones up Travis, leaves an answer it, a message on his answering machine, and then you got all these absolute idiots saying it's not him. The first three words he said on that machine, I knew straight away it was John Cook. How can you? I mean, and he sounded a little bit too happy. And by the way, guys, if you want to help Eric out to get his scooter, his heavy duty, mobility scooter, go to the top of chat. You will see a link. Click on that link. It'll take you directly to a GoFundMe to help get that scooter. Okay, so if you want to help out, anything counts, anything goes. Go and help out, please. He's a Navy veteran, and he needs your support. Right, priority is to get this heavy duty scooter. After that, we can get him some fluffy socks or something. I don't know. All right. Ugh. Yeah. So anyway, I mean, like, why? And here's another thing: phoning up a witness in a court case and leaving messages like that—that's witness intimidation. What didn't Deuceboy or Stark explain that to John Cook? I mean, they're all stupid. I mean, we know that the level of intelligence is definitely not going to reach the. I mean, I know that a goldfish has a memory of 3 seconds, but even a goldfish is classified as a university graduate compared to these guys put together. I mean, their IQ together doesn't even reach 10. But the fact that he is phoning up Travis, who is a witness and a defendant in a court case, how stupid can you be? That's witness intimidation. How stupid are you? Right. Let me ask you a question, and I don't mean this as an insult. I mean this as a genuine question. When people lose all level of intelligence, is that why they moved down to Florida? And then people who actually live in Florida, who are actually intelligent, seem to hide. I mean, what is it? What is it? Or do you have to go to the villages and find a funny coloured loofah outside your door? Gail, even if you had hearing aids in and someone took the batteries out, you would know straight away it was John Cook. No, you didn't say it right, Missy. If they had brains made of dynamite, they'd be too dangerous to open their eyes, let alone turn on a light switch. I mean, seriously, when they fell out the stupid tree, they hit every branch on the way down, and when they stood up and brushed them off, they were congratulated and promoted to branch manager. Seriously. And then they volunteered to climb back up the tree. I don't know. It's like, I know that, like, it seems that the law in Florida has to be honest with you, Right? If more people complained to the government and people got in touch with news channels or news broadcasters and said, look, this is what's going on. Is this normal for the law? Maybe not just in Florida, but around the United States where they have problems with with this type of stuff. Maybe something will get done about it. I mean, why should one person spend over $250,000 for legal fees and everything else to protect themselves from grifters? Because if you look at the picture, those idiots have collected money, whereas Jeremy is paying money. It makes no sense to me. It doesn't add up. That's an understatement. That's an understatement. I mean, by the looks of it, it's like Dougal Boy and Starkey seem to be contradicting each other. I mean, the fact that they've had a couple of grounds, a couple of things denied in the federal case, especially 5 and 6 and 1 and 2. I think it's 1 and 2 and 5 and 6. Yeah, and they think they've won. No, you've just lost that case. The minute that magistrate judge denied Dougalberg those motions, you've lost that case. Anyone, even hi Tamara. Yeah, the fact that they've kept that the judge has kept that. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Look, like we all said from the get go, he may lose some, he may win some. He's not going to win the case 100%, but he's going to win it. He's going to walk out as the winner, and there's going to be a lot of sanctions on people. There's going to be a lot of money coming back in. There's going to be costs and everything else. So Stark and Deuce Boy, Dougal Boy, Dung Beetle, Dung Boos, right? They all thought they were going to walk away with this with a nice package in their pocket. Yeah, not going to happen. That's not going to happen. And they all know why. They all know why it's not going to happen. 2 frivolous court cases. Like, how much evidence? Seriously, I don't even know how many times I've said this. I think I've been saying it so much that it's actually, how can I put it? It's actually wearing itself out. How much evidence do you have to prove that the person you are dealing with is an absolute grot bag and has been for years? And now thinking that she and him could have made a couple of thousand and then walked away. What they didn't think about was that this one person they were going to go after decided to stand ground and fight back. And look where that's got him. I mean, I'm not a public yes, you are. You're a public. The moment you put your face and name on a newspaper, you become public. This is why I didn't hesitate to do to put my findings out in the public, because they were public figures. Everyone involved in this is a public figure. The fact that you have to lie about your past. If I really wanted to, I could show you everything online net, going back all the way back. Huh. Isn't it? It's weird, isn't it? Here's the thing, people who move around that much, and have you realized that every time she caused that much shit and that much trouble, she'd up and go? That's why she's been married that many times. Because what she's done, she's gone, oh, I need to get out of this situation. What needs to happen is someone needs to do some legal digging. I mean, I know you're allowed to do it. Do some digging and some research on how long each marriage lasted. Because then you'll actually get a picture of you'll get a picture of how long the marriage has lasted and where the marriage started and where the marriage finished, and then you will get a pattern of relationships. Because I don't think Lynette has ever had a decent relationship with anybody. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course they have. Of course they have. That was months ago though. And here's the thing. They're not deleting, they're unlisting. There's a difference. Right? The thing is with YouTube, it's very interesting. If you see something disappear, they're not deleting it, they're unlisting it. They're unlisting. That's the difference. Now what happens is what you do, you look at the views. Now, you look at the statistics and views. Now the thing is, if the person's views, right, suddenly goes zoop, takes a dive, then you know they're deleting. But if they unlist a video, it does not remove the views. It does not remove the views at all. Because I, for example, have a few videos that I haven't publicized, and they're unlisted. And I have shared them around a little bit, and I've showed people, and I've got about, on average, 300 to 400 views on each video, and those views are still counted. So, yeah. I wouldn't worry about it, because I can tell you one thing right now, that everything they do, everything that anyone does in regards of all this, every single video or every single live stream, everything has already been downloaded, it's already been recorded. I can assure you that. Everything has already been done. So I wouldn't even break a sweat. I wouldn't even break a sweat, because I know for a fact the night when when they decided to threaten people from the UK with certain departments, well, they made a bloody big mistake and got it all wrong, and second of all, there's nothing they can do, because we have a right to freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and we're protected under something that your president has now removed you away from. So now you don't come under that same level of protection. So now you need to look into your laws, because obviously your laws are going to change now, and that means I think your terms of service and everything else over there is going to change as well now. Your question is about, what does Lynette have over John Cook? No, it's Cook. What? Anyway, I think what she's doing, it's like a honey trap. Basically, if he decides to leave, where's he going to go? Right? What's he got? He's got nothing. Because by the looks of it, it's like she's got him in like this, like what you call it? She's got him in this sort of like triangle of, oh, if I leave, she's going to do what she's doing to other people to me. I got nowhere to go. He's got no fully fixed abode. I mean, if he had a house or an apartment or anything, well, I doubt very much she would still have that, because she would have spent it. But if he's got somewhere, and if I was him, I'd be putting like $200-300 away each month and saving it up, and then wait until I've got like 10 grand or whatever, and then one morning just wake up and leave, and not say, I'll be back in about half an hour. But the thing is, half of that property is his. So she would literally have to buy him out to have ownership of that whole property. Oh yeah, Jeremy's changed a lot, Gail. In actual fact, it's actually scary. I mean, it's, you know, he used to be so outgoing and bubbly and loud and everything else, and now he's just and it's not fair on either of them. It's not fair on George, it's not fair on him, it's not fair on anyone around him. Everyone is suffering because of two people who caused this. They could have, if they would have listened to that cease and desist, and the fact that they've got another one. Now here comes a question. Now we know that Deuce Boy, right, Bubblegut, okay, contacted Shower after the deposition, so therefore witness intimidation. John Cook contacting Travis, witness intimidation. How many other people have they contacted who are witnesses in this case? How many other people have been threatened with litigation if they said anything? And here's the thing. Here's one thing that, like, you know, how do we know that Wes didn't get threatened by them? Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I mean, both of them are bloody crooks anyway, so they're both criminals as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, so I don't know. It's where do you draw the line between criminal and need? I mean, we know that Lynette's been doing this. John Cook or Crook, whatever you want to call him, he's. I think he's there to support. You know, he's there as that money mule. So basically, because he gets a certain amount a month as well, all right. When she runs out of her money paying the bills and everything, they use his money. But here's the thing: in the comment in the Crampons stream, he's made a comment stating that it was Lynette's card that they paid the food for. So make sense of that. Who does, Gail? Jeremy? Of course he does. What would you expect? With the amount of things that have happened over the last 2 years, and in the last 6 months, it's come to head. Of course, you know, and then obviously that health scare that George had, it doesn't help anyone physically or psychologically. Actual fact, Jeremy's lost weight. He's actually lost weight. I've noticed it. I don't know if anyone else has, but he's lost a bit of weight. And so has George. They've both lost weight. And that there shows that they haven't had a healthy lifestyle a lot, you know. Chris, because the thing is that it's all a grift. Bruce is not interested in them. He never has done. He will give them advice here or there, but he's not interested in what they do. Right? He basically he is there for himself. Right? He's involved someone, that Michael Fulp, who looks like a freaking homeless guy who's just broken into someone's property. Right? The guy looks like he's on something. And this guy wants to charge 10 grand or 5 grand or whatever to do a story. Really? Okay, I'll charge 5 grand. Okay, and I will either offer you a reach around. How about that? Jesus. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's redonkulous. It's redonkulous, man. You know, I get it. Everyone's got an opinion, just like everyone's got an arsehole. But where do you draw the line? Where do you draw that line? Where? Where do you actually turn around and say, do you know what? And this is why I've been saying about people on Facebook commenting and stuff like that. You are emotionally involving yourself in this. And this is not healthy. You need to step away from it. You need to think about what you're doing. Because at the end of the day, right, when all this is over and done with and that group gets deleted like that, which is probably going to happen, right? And it probably won't. It probably might stay up. Who knows? But the moment that, if hypothetically speaking, if that group gets deleted, how quick do you think someone's going to set up a new one? Seconds. Within seconds. And then the problem is when someone sets up a new group, have a guess what you got then? Besides dictatorship. What happens if you got someone controlling the narrative or what they like and what, right? What do you think? What do you call that? What's it called when someone controls what you say and do? What's the word? Well, there's a word for it. When they police what's written, there's a word for it. Oh God, what's that word for it? What is that word? What is the word I am looking for? Come on, speak to me now. What is the word? There's a word for it. You know, when you check what people write, there's a word for it. Oh, what is it? What is it? What's the word? Not editorial, not edit. Oh, what is it? I forgot what it's called. No, not dictator, not dictating. It's not that. It's not. Oh, what's it called? Not puppet master. Not dominant, not socialism, no. Not a corrector, not oh God, what's it called? There's a word for it when someone checks what you write, so they don't release something that. Oh God, what's it called? No, it's. You know, when they're policing everything you write. You know, verifying, you know, so it's basically like, oh God. But you know what I mean, don't you? It's when someone actually just basically, you know, they're always controlling what. Not proofreader. There's another word for it. I just can't. I don't. Censorship. Censorship. There you go. Censorship. Now that I've figured out the word, I can't remember what I was talking about. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. And that happens, and that's going to happen. If someone starts a new group, you're going to have censorship, right? I have never ever come across a Facebook group or any type of communicative group where there hasn't been censorship. And censorship can cover different things. People, falsely flagging your post as harassment or bullying or anything else, or just anything really. And there's always censorship in everything. So can I just imagine that hate group disappears and then suddenly a new one appears? The person that is in there, all you need to do is look at the names of the admins and the moderators, then you know how that's going to go. Because I can assure you right now, if half the people that we know who hide behind anonymous accounts, right? Yeah, good luck. I mean, Dougalbug, that man has already proved. I think he's already shown his true colours to the judge and everyone else. So I don't think the magistrate judge or Judge Davis is unaware of what they're dealing with. It wouldn't surprise me, Chris. It would not surprise me, and I'm calling it right now. I think that there are people now who they've jumped on this bandwagon, right? But here's one thing I have to say though: there are more people who support Jeremy than there are people who dislike him. So people who don't like Jeremy or George, they're never going to win. They're never going to win. It's just like in here, like sometimes I've been streaming and I've had people come in and troll. You guys have jumped on him that's my perfect example of how, people protect each other. Hi, Joel. Julie. Come on. Anyway, I don't know. It's a shame. It is a shame everything that's going on. But at least I can sleep nice and quietly at night, knowing full well that there's been a crap load of stuff that I've called it, and I have called it on a lot of stuff, and I'm happy with that because I've now proven with hands down what type of person Deuce Boy is. Pardon me. And there are people who I don't know. Yeah. So usually I get like, yeah. Gail, what were you not gotten? What were you not gotten? Oh my god, I've gone and forgot the fucking word again. I've gone and forgot it again. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Oh, jeez. Can you believe I've just gone and forgot what I just said? What was that word again? What the hell? I need some coffee. That's what I need. Censorship. There you go. There you go. Thank you very much. I mean, I watched a bit from Megan and Tugs last night in regards of what they were reading. And also watched a little bit from experts as well. I mean, that guy is funny as hell when he does stuff like that. It's actually enjoyable to actually watch these guys talk about these motions and that. Very, very, very well into it, and definitely. But expert makes me laugh sometimes when he does it. But the thing is, like, I'd rather go to their streams than anyone else's to find out exactly what's going on. And I do sometimes go to Squid's as well, and I just sit there and watch because she covers quite a lot of stuff and different court cases as well. And it's just amazing how your court system works over there. It does. It just amazes me, to be perfectly honest with you. But who am I? Yeah, here's one thing. When all this is done and over with, a lot of people who are not Americanese, they're going to be walking away with this way, way more educated on American law and how people in America behave and, you know, what people do. Because I know, like, in every country, you're going to have grifters. Everywhere you go, you're going to have grifters. You know, but Jesus. Yeah, expert, he is cool. He's a good lad, He's a good lad. He is a good lad. I met his wife the other night as well. She said hello, and I was like, oh, wow, hello. You know, and also I like to hang out when I ever get the chance to go to the live streams. Is Therese, Brett and Therese, and also, you know, Travis and his wife, his partner, when they stream. So some decent channels out there. And by the way, yeah, censorship. One thing I do want to do though, I want to surprise someone, and I want people to go and show your love. I don't say anything, but just show your love. All right, I want you to go and show some support for my pretty, all right, because she's a wonderful and very intelligent lady, and you know, she was on my live stream. And the thing is, we're gonna do. Is it Julia? Julia, right? Yeah, Julia's she's nice. Hi, hi, Dahlia. Hi, nice. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. So do me a favor. Go and show. I know You don't have to, but just go and show my pretty a little bit of love. Go and get. Let's get her some subs, okay? And hopefully one day she'll do her own live streams, and then we'll go and support her and have a giggle and have a laugh. She's such a nice lady. So I didn't forget, Gail. It just fell off my tongue, tip of my tongue. Censorship, ladies and gentlemen, censorship. Yeah, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. People are never going to be satisfied with the outcome of a court. That's a norm. That's normal. There's nothing you can do about it. Thank you so much, Aussie Jen. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate it. Spread the word, guys. Spread the word. Get the links out there. Even if they're German, I speak German as well. So spread the love. All right, and let's all just spread the love. And I get it. There's a lot of people who don't like the games, but here's a compromise. Here's a compromise. I know people don't like the gaming part on my stream, so I'm going to compromise. All right. If I'm gaming, all right, I probably might put out a community post saying that I'm going to go live and I'm going to play a game. And if I do that, okay, he's gaming. I probably might sit back and watch and have conversations and stuff like that. But when I game, sometimes I don't pay attention to the chat. All right. So, but if I do live streams, then yeah, everyone is welcome. But I am going to put up the subscription wait time for 10 minutes. Because to be perfectly honest with you, if you really want to be here, you're willing to wait. If you're only here to cause the crap, then yeah. I'll work on Pretty's Watcher. Yeah, I appreciate that. Go and show it. My Pretty is the nicest person you ever come across. I'm telling you that right now. And her partner as well. Great person. And they deserve all the recognition. So thank you so much for helping me out on this one. Unfortunately, I did this for someone else a while back, and I regret that. But this one here, I don't regret. For my Pretty, I don't regret. I really don't. She needs and deserves to be recognised for for the person she is. So, and if you want to check out her group, it's Otter Creek 2 Town. And it's a very nice group. There's a lot of nice people in there. So you want to go and check them out as well. Yeah. This week or end of the week, I'm going to see if I can coerce. I wonder if I could send Shizzy a message and go, hey, do you want to do some truck driving? That'd be hilarious. Yeah. But I'm actually quite tempted to do some truck driving live. Oh, God. But hey, why not? But anyway, guys, you know what's happened. It is now gone over 2 hours. I was going to keep this short, but what I'll do now is just, if anyone got any questions or you want to say anything. Oh, yeah. 22? That's good. That's good. So, yeah, we need to work. Spread the word. Spread her link, spread my link, spread everyone's link. Actually, no, don't spread everyone's link. Also, make sure that you check up the link for Eric to help a U.S. Navy vet. Go and help him out. All right, and I'm going to keep going until we've achieved it. We're 3/4 away there. Well, not even that, but we're there. We're getting closer and closer. Spread the word. And go and if you ever want to read, and go and check out Moosey Lady as well. The reason, and here's the thing, I knew there was something I forgot. Censorship, you see, censorship. See, I forgot that word. A couple of days ago, I got asked, why have you only got My Pretty on your platform? Well, it comes from experience. It comes from what's happened in the past, with people on platforms. That's why I will have only one person on, or I don't. And I've chosen that I decide if I want someone on or not. And 99% of the time, I don't. It doesn't mean I dislike people. It just means I don't want, I'd rather sit here and talk to you guys and talk to myself. Because sometimes, because I'm not rude, yeah. I mean, there's been times where I've sat on platforms and I've got so bored, and so it's become so tedious and so bored. I'll just go, right, good night, bye, and I just went click, done. Chicken soup, Chris. Chicken soup and Dr. Pepper. Thank you so much, Mr. Lady. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let's spread the word. Right. It doesn't harm anyone. Yeah, I know it's my fault. For a lot of people keep on saying that. I get it, but I am polite. I don't like to be rude. If you know what I mean, Victoria. I like to be polite. I like to say it as it is, and then, if people have their feelings here, oh well, that's a them problem, not me. If what I say offends you and it upsets you, then that's a problem that you need to deal with, not me. Yeah. So what do you think? Next couple of days, the next live, do like a truck driving live for a couple of hours. What do you think? Yes, no, maybe. Yeah. So, well, I've already got a mission. I've got I've got a goal. Well, I've got two goals. One's at 700, one's at 1,000, and then I've got three. Sorry, tell a lie. I've got one at 700, one at 1,000, one at 1,500. So that's going to be fun. And I'm not going to say what those goals are. All I'm going to say is that, one person will benefit. Not the first month, but the second month. You're doing this right. What do you mean I'm doing this right? What? Letting you hear my sexy voice. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is your host, Spawn Trooper. Oh, yeah. So what am I doing right? Just for the record, I am dressed. All right, Missy Lady, you take care of yourself. Remember, don't sit on your wound. Always make sure you take the pressure off it. Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, it depends. It depends. I don't know. Like I said, I don't usually have people on. It's been My Pretty's been the most has been on most, but usually I don't have anyone on. And the reason there you go. It's not that I don't care. It's just that that's the way I like it. Yeah, she is. She is. And I know that people enjoy it because you see a different side to me as well. You see me being very polite, being a gentleman, and a little bit rude, but I get that, and we do bounce off each other really well. But at the same time, she brings the calm within the chaos. Can I put? Can you? There you go. There's Junior. Excuse me. There you go. There's Junior. Yes, she has. Yeah, and that's also a very good thing because she knows this a little bit better than with being American. She knows a little bit more about the law, about the ins and outs. And I'm not saying I know everything. I just know a little about a lot, and she knows a little about quite a lot. No, she can't. She can't handle me. No one can. Only my queen can. So, what do you think of my little buddy here? Right, my little clone sprout. Yeah. Of course it does. I mean, my pretty she brings the normality. She does bring a lot of normality, and she's so intelligent as well. And especially when we were talking about the Boer War, I gave her some info, and I said, "Go look it up, and do some research and everything." And boy, did she! I mean, like we could have really the other night when we did that, we could have really gone in depth with all the information we had, and you guys would have been here for hours. We could have covered everything from the First Boer War, the Transvaal War. We could have covered everything, and I mean everything. Yeah, but some of the pictures are not very. How can I put it? The one thing you don't want to show is a row of unalived troops and stuff like that. That's why I put the link in the chat so you were able to go and check for yourself and research yourself. Yeah. But anyway, it's a coffee stream today, so say goodbye to the adventures of Spawn Trooper and say hello to Spawn's Coffee Time. Oh yeah. Obviously, the thing is, oh, by the way, okay, we're going to call him Todd. Why are you calling him Todd, by the way, Gail? Oh, Kate Broom, hi. Good morning. Said you went well on Monday. Well, good. That's good to know. That is very good to know. That is very good to know. So welcome to the stream. And yeah. But guys, I don't want to be rude, but I am going to start calling it a night or calling it a day. And I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody, okay, for, how can I put it, for being who you are. Thank you very much for all your support. Thank you very much for being who you are. And again, remember, please try to, try to stay away from the toxicity and negativity. You will find that you can have an opinion, but try to not be dragged into the pettiness, the toxicity, and the drama that a lot of people are causing on the Facebook groups. And listen to what people say, because you'll find out very quickly what these people are like. People will try to pull the wool over your eyes. They will try to convince you that what they're doing is right. But what you should think is that, like, why would they do it in the first place if they're already right? Why would they try to prove they're right if they are right? Yeah. Hi, Dave. You been lurking? Were you lurking? Could have came in and said good morning. But no, he didn't. He sat outside and didn't. My feelings are hurt now, Dave. He could have came in and said good morning. Yeah, Kate, take your time. No rush. You know where I am. Okay, just relax, chill out. But sometimes I think I'm going to try to keep streams under 2.5, 3 hours. I don't think streams need to be that long unless my pretty's here. Then we go in depth because we're covering quite a lot of stuff. We're covering film history. There'll be a couple of new games coming up soon. So when it comes to when my pretty and I are live streaming together, then obviously the streams are a little bit longer, or until she has to go. But I send all my love and hugs to all of you. Right? If you're waking up and it's a new day for you, then please have a great day. If you're going to sleep, have a great night. Go to sleep. Have good dreams. And for you over in Australia, make your way back to yourselves, please. No, I'm only joking. Have fun. I really like your makeover. That what some people called him. What do you mean, Gail? What do you speak of? No, it's all right, Kate. You're more than welcome, sweetheart. Or, I need to get rid of the Christmas backgrounds. I need to figure something out at some point. Yeah, I need to figure something out at some point. I actually do like that Christmas. I like that lighting around the frame of the picture. I don't know why, but the other one I need to get rid of. Oh, you got your granddaughter today. Have fun. That's loads of fun when you got grandchildren around. Spoil them rotten. Yeah. No, you're more than welcome, everybody. But anyway, guys, please start getting ready. Please put your shoes and get yourself ready. Get your jackets and everything. And remember, a smile a day keeps the weird people away. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, you have 2 minutes to get all your stuff and make your way to the exits. Again, thank you very much for coming, and we'll see you soon. Take care, much love, and